Good evening, guys. Sorry it's been so long since I've done a video on the YouTube page. For those that follow my Instagram page and my Facebook page, you know I'm going through some personal issues at the minute. This video is all about the review from our strongman competition. Something that I should have put on a long time ago, to be fair, like a good week ago. Obviously I competed in the 22nd of June in Doncaster, my first ever strongman competition. This is going to go through the events that went on, how I felt about it, and obviously my placing in the event and future plans in strongman. So let's get into it, guys. So first foremost, I want to say a big thank you to Viking Strength and Power in Doncaster, who put on an amazing competition. Really well organised. They got the guys together, start the day to go through the rules and whatnot. You know, they're very clear with the refereeing. The only thing that I wasn't happy about, but I think it's down to me asking, was how the scoring system worked. After a few events, I wasn't too sure where I placed on the leaderboard, so to speak. Other than that, guys, it was a great show. I recommend anybody new to strongman who wants to compete, go to their shows. They've got shows all year round. They've got a show this weekend, July the 7th. I believe it's a max deadlift competition, a great competition to go into. I'm not into that. I wish I did now, to be fair. And there's one in 7th of December as well. So good shows coming up, guys. If you're new to strongman and want to do like a competition, on Facebook, Viking Power and Strength, look them up. They're amazing, guys. So the day went quite smoothly for me. It was quite a warm day. Like I said, I was in a hotel room. I had all you can eat breakfast, so I loaded up on some like fry up food like and that. So English breakfast, some croissants, some pastries like that. Just some fats and some carbs. Just get the energy and like and whatnot, and obviously the protein. Left to get to the venue. I got there about half an hour to go. Got warmed up like that. Got testing equipment. I was quite nervous about the run, the loading race. As I touched the equipment like that for the loading race, it felt really heavy, really awkward like that. You know, I weren't very confident about it. Especially the tyre. The tyre was quite large, quite heavy like that. It said, I think it was 60 kilo tyre. I think the tyre is 80 kilo, so heavier than what it said in the thing. But I adapted to it like that, so to speak. So got warmed up. I got my t-shirt on, which I really love, for the competition. Had an athletes meeting. Went through all the rules, through the events like whatnot. Felt happy. So yeah, so first event was the monster log, and I believe you me, guys, it is a monster log. To be honest with you. I've trained with the big logs. I trained at Strength Asylum on their big log a few times. I've trained at Grindhouse, which is a strongman gym by me, on their big log. But this one I felt massive. It felt bigger than every log that I've touched before, like and that. It's 80 kilo, but it was just awkward. You know, the weight wasn't too much; it was really awkward. So I got into it. Got paired up with a giant of a man. This guy was humongous. You know, people are saying that he was like my big brother because he was huge, a lot bigger than me. He won the event with 11 reps. He was a monster, to be honest with you. I think I'm third overall, a second. So I went up. In training, I was getting 7 reps consistently. I got 6 reps on the monster log. I'm happy with that, just because obviously how awkward it was, like and that, and to not have it so it wasn't as good as what I'm at training, like and that. I was still thereabouts, like and that. Happy with that. Averagely with people was getting between 7 and 9 reps on average, like and that. So I went far off the pace. Second event was the loading race. Again, going into competition, I thought that this would be my week event, so to speak, like and that. Again, I done it about just want that more free movement, like and that. Chalked up obviously, like and that, and obviously got my knee sleeves on and my elbow sleeves. I went into it just feeling like not positive, not negative, just feeling like let's get into it, let's get it out of the way, like that. I don't really care about this event too much, like that, so I'm going to stuck at it. And I even blew myself away of how fast I was on this event. I can't quite remember the time. I don't know like I given the time, but I had to do it in 75 seconds, I think, or 80 seconds. I can't quite remember. but I smashed it. I done quite well. The tyre, it was quite weird because I was getting one up like that. I felt like the implements was too heavy for me, but doing them, it just felt like it felt like everything weighed like 10 kilos or something. It was crazy. So 80 kilo tyre, ran through that. I got slowed down that because I had to make sure it was on the truck properly. They did say I had to make sure that all implements were on the truck all the way. Done that, then the 75 kilo farmer's handle. The plan was to get it across my chest, so very quickly so I can hold, knocking that. But it was light enough for me to grab the handle and just pick it up and run with it, like a suitcase. You know what I mean? So got it, ran into that. That was fine. That fell slightly off the truck again. That slowed me down a bit because I had to try and make sure it was on the truck fully. The 60 kilo hammer, the dumbbell, sorry. A lot of guys are carrying it quite weirdly. They was doing it on the shoulder like that. There was just hugging it like what. That was weird. So I got it onto my chest like that. Sort of like curling it onto my chest, holding that way, ran a bit like that. That was fine. They had to pull it standing up like that. I was just quite nervous about putting it down and it falling over, but luckily it went down easy. Then the 50 kilo block was next, easy enough to carry. The handles are fine. There was a lot of movement in like Marcus Summers was running with it, and handles would move like that, causing it to be unstable like that. But luckily it was fine. Got it in the truck. I beat the guy I was competing against, which is good, by about a second. It was quite close with there, but like saying that I'm 26 stone, I moved in that event. Like even afterwards, like some of the guys were surprised how fast I was running the event. So maybe in the future that could be an event where I can improve and be really good at. Next up was the one that I was confident about, one that I really wanted to win, was the 200 kilo axle deadlift for reps. Again, it was at knee height. I have been training all in the gym like that to have it at knee height. It was a weird one. It felt heavier than what it was. I don't know. Maybe it was the implement. Maybe it's how I was feeling. Maybe it's because I was a bit fatigued. It was a very hot day. I was struggling to keep myself cool and get the fluids on board. So yeah, so I got up to it like that. I was lifting it too fast. You had to wait for an up and down signal, and I was doing it too fast. So I got a warning for it, which is rep taken off. Bit annoyed at that. So in the gym I was getting about 15 reps on this like that. So I got 17 reps overall, but two of them got taken off me. One for not locking out and not holding it, which is a bit annoying really, because I went to hold the lockout for a while, and it's 200 kilos, not something we were holding out in the heat as well. And the other one was for bouncing off the floor. Again, a bit dubious about that. Like I don't feel like I bounce off the floor, but I'm gonna argue the judges like that. They say how it is like that, so I'll just respect their decision and they like that. But so what was it? 14, 15. So I got 15, 16. So I got 14 reps. That don't make sense. I got 16 reps overall. I took enough, so that's 14 reps. I was miscounted then. It was good enough for me to be in the lead. I was like midway. I was like sort of the mid pack, competing like that. I was in the lead of that event for like a minute, and then some guy come up and done like 20 reps in it like that. It was scary. Like 20 reps to smash it out like nothing. So that was a bit gutting for me. But on the plus side though, again, I was thereabouts where I was at training, and I won it for like a minute. You know what I mean? So that was. I'm glad I didn't actually win the event overall, but I'm pleased that I'm my placing like that. Next up was an event that got changed. It was meant to be a 20 kilo hammer hold. They didn't have a hammer, so it was a 20 kilo plate hold, which made me feel a lot more confident going into this event. Just because I find it easy, you've got like hand mates like that, so you've got like two hands like that holding it that way. So it's a lot more strain on like one part of your body like that, whereas you've got the plate, so you've got two hands on the plate, so it spreads the load more. And this event, I'm disappointed with myself. I was getting like 48 seconds in training. I felt confident I would do pretty decent in this event. For some reason, I was holding it, focus felt good. Got to, I think it was 30 seconds. All of a sudden, I started to ache a little bit, and I just dropped it. Don't know why I dropped it. I don't know why I put it down. I felt like I could have carried on. was a bit gutted about that. But again, I don't quite know why I dropped the thingy like in that. I was a bit disappointed with that, so to speak. So we had like a long break after that. I spoke to the referees and zeros on the placing. Now, this how tight the event was. The top three was running away with it. The bottom 4 or 5 was like tight with them guys there, but the middle of the pack was just so tight, it's unbelievable. I went to the referee, and he said that I was currently in 13th place, but a good time on the stones, like a good reps on stones, like that, could mean I go up to 5 places higher than what I am because how tight it was. So okay, cool. You know, last event up 5 places, like I'm going to really get into this event. I got in the stones, 100 kilo stones. Last time I'd done stone lifting for 100 kilo over the bar, I got 7 reps. Out of nowhere, I pulled off 12 reps. So I'm buzzing that, a PB. A lot of guys were impressed with it. The previous lead, I think, was 10 reps. And I got told that I had to do a rep every 5 seconds to beat him. I've done alright. I got a good time on the go. Obviously, it's heat. I'm tired like that. It's slowed down a little bit like whatnot. I wasn't lapping the stone either. I was picking up from the floor straight up and over the bar. Not many could do that. I was literally up, here and over like that continuously. Like after a while, obviously, it's just aching like that sun and whatnot. So, but I was in lead for that event for a long time. I think for about 6 guys went after me, and I think the 6th guy, he got 14 reps. I think so. He beat me by 2, and he won the overall event. But I'm going back to how tight the event was, the comp was. That I got told I was 13th place, and I could move up 5 places from that event. Turns out I finished joint 12th. So that goes to show like how tight it was, and like that little mid section of the table, like in that. The guy that won it got 105 points or something. You know, so it's all good. It's I enjoyed the day. It was a learning experience for me, like in that. I enjoyed the competition. The drawback was how hot it was in the day, like in that. It was just made it really hard, like to keep yourself hydrated, to keep yourself nice and cool. Like I had nice packs on my back, like and whatnot, pouring water on myself just to keep myself cool. Like it was really difficult. I got to say a big shout out to Dave, who was a competitor there. He follows me on the Beard Fitness Instagram. And basically, the day before I left to go to the hotel, I checked my tacky. My tacky was all dry and horrible and crusty for some reason. I don't know why it was like that. I messaged the manufacturers and they're saying, "Oh, just because the air got into it, like whatnot." But he gives me a tacky like that, which is amazing. You know what I mean? And like that's the thing with like strongman guys, like, and that is like you go there, it's all these big gigantic guys. You think there's a lot of egos there, but there's no egos there, like, and that. Everybody was down to everybody was like talking to each other like that, like. I went to the toilet, come back and I was chatting to the guy that actually finished 12th with me, like, and that was talking about things like and whatnot, like, and that, like, so another guy, Sid, he gave me some tacky remover as well because I was struggling to get tacky off man's. So everything helped each other out, like, and that was a really great experience for me. Going forward, I want to compete again, but as you guys know from Instagram, I'm going through some troubles at the minute, like that. So I think I'm going to sort myself out, reassess my situation. I'm still going to try and train when I can. Just to keep myself ticking over, you know. I think the plans going forward is I want to lose a lot of weight as well. Get down to like 25.5 stone, somewhere around that mark. Just because Brian Shaw said it as well over the World Strongest Man, like that strongman now has evolved to where it's not just who's the biggest guy bringing up the biggest weight they can. It's a lot more athletic now, you know, and like a lot more of the grassroots competitions, they're going to say, mate, where it's rep work, where it's like, you know, farmers walks, where it's yoke runs, that sort of thing, you know, loading races like and that. So I want to get myself down to about 20-25 stone, see where I'm from there, just so, you know, just stone off, so I can move a bit faster, you know, less stress on my joints like and that. So yeah, there are plans for that. I want to smash up my deadlifts, you know. My deadlifting is like 235 kilo. I want 300 kilo by the end of the year, you know. And just build some strength in the base movements like squat, bench, overhead, and deadlift. They're the ones that I want to start improving now, like and that. Just so I'm athletic by losing the weight. I obviously work on my cardio quite a lot. And I've still got that base strength, you know. So when it comes to static movements like that, I'll do fine in them, you know. So I apologise again for not getting this video out sooner. A lot of things going on like that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said to you guys, if you want to start a strongman, look for a power strength gym in Doncaster. They have events all the time like that. A great way to start your first competition, guys. Yeah. See you next time.